We live in a world where our whole lives are online, and a lot of us haven't known anything different. But what happens when someone gets a hold of your information? And what does big data exactly do with that information? Data ethics and privacy. The truth is out there, and we'll help you find it. So let's start with some background information. Where do we even start looking for information on data ethics or even big data? A great place to start is the Maryville University website. Here, we can search for academic articles, books, or even casual magazine articles all on this topic. So let's get started. All you'll want to do is go to maryville.edu/library, and then we're going to type in data ethics into our discovery search bar. From here, I can explore information on various aspects of data ethics. I can see that I have over 4 million results, so it's going to be very overwhelming if I'm trying to just figure out quick information. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I'm looking at current information. That's going to help filter out a lot of stuff that's no longer relevant. And since I'm just doing casual research, another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to limit to magazines. So now I'm looking at periodical articles, which are just magazine articles, that talk about data ethics. Now that we've seen how to find some basic background information by using Discovery to find periodicals, let's see what kind of statistics we can find on big data and data privacy. We're going to go to the database list, and we're going to search in Statista, which is one of the best databases to find statistics on any topic. From there, I'm going to type in big data, just like before. So from here, we can see that there's a lot of results. There are statistics, there are reports, there are studies, but I'm going to click on this big data report right here. This is going to collect all relevant information about big data and put it in one nice, easy to view profile for us. So I can see at the top, it's giving me a quick background on big data. In case you're not sure, big data refers to data sets that are too large or too complex for traditional data processing applications. If I scroll down a little, I can see the sizes of big data. I can see the annual cloud data from center traffic in North America in 2018 is 3,838 exabytes. An exabyte is 1 quintillion bytes of data, and that's just so much data. Traffic from data centers to users worldwide in 2018 is 1.61 zettabytes. Over on the side, we can see what kind of revenue big data is actually making. It looks like it's making quite a lot globally. We can look at the big data market revenues, banking contributions to big data, and all of these people who are benefiting off of collecting and organizing the data of consumers, just like us. Back over in the middle, I can see that global data volumes and big data revenue are offering lots of statistics on this topic. I can look at global IP data traffic, I can look at consumer IP traffic by region, and even forecast global data center IP traffic projected into the future of 2021. So Statista is really great at looking up topics just like this because it compiles all the relevant information in one easy to look at spot. But I'm going to switch gears a little and move away from big data, and let's look at data privacy. So big data is the reason that we think our phones are spying on us. But what happens if our information isn't as private as we thought it was? From here, I can see a similar list of results. I have a variety of resources that pop up through Statista. And I'm going to look at U.S. trust in tech companies to keep personal data secure and private in 2018. How much do we trust those social media platforms and websites we use basically every day of our lives. So how much do you trust each of the following tech companies with your personal data? Let's look at the description and the source to learn more about this before we start analyzing this data. Down here in the corner, I can see that it was polled in the United States from October 9th to October 11th of 2018. There were over 2,000 respondents, and they were all 18 years and older. So 49% of that group said that they do trust Amazon with their personal data. Google and Microsoft are very close, 41 and 40%. Apple, a little behind that, 39%. Maybe because they put U2's album on everybody's phone, I don't know. And Facebook coming in a dead last at 22%. Do you agree with these numbers? Does it reflect the same thoughts that you have about your personal data? What websites do you trust the most? So here at the library website today, we've used Discovery to find magazine articles about big data, and we've looked at statistics through Statista on big data and data privacy. But before signing off, let's look at big data in the news. All Maryville students, faculty, and staff have access to the New York Times. To search as many New York Times articles as possible, I'm going to take this search out to Google. If we do a Google site search, we can view all articles that mention data privacy from the New York Times in one easy-to-access spot. If you're not familiar with a Google site search, just follow along. It's a really great tool to make Google do the hard work for us. So all we have to do is click site:/nytimes.com, because that's the website I'm wanting to look at, space, and then this is where you'll type whatever keywords you're hoping to find. Today, we're going to look at data privacy. When I press search, it's going to pull all relevant information from the New York Times in one easy to look at spot, and it's all going to mention data privacy. So I can see that already at the top, my first hit's from the New York Times, and it's This Week in Tech, Huge Finds Can't Hide America's Lack of Data Privacy Laws. I know that this is current because Google's giving me the publication date. It was just published this July of 2019. If I scroll down, I can see other articles like scientists still being able to identify us even though we think our data is anonymous. The next two you'll see are both opinion pieces. While these are in the official New York Times, they shouldn't be viewed as if they are cold hard facts. While the authors maybe have done research and have cited additional sources, they are still in the opinion section, which means that the newspaper is not endorsing it as factual. They're just giving authors the platform to discuss issues that are important to them. So read those and see if you agree or disagree, and see what kind of sources they cited to try and prove their points. So while the truth might be hard to find and sometimes requires a little more digging, it is always out there. Big data might seem, well, big, but through trustworthy journalism, accurate data and statistics, and helpful resources, we hope to make it a topic that you feel comfortable discussing not only in class, but with family and friends. Thanks for listening, and remember, the truth is out there, we just need to find it.